I am here in somewhere in Belize with Winsom, the artist, shaman, wise woman, and just amazing
And
human
fool.
being.
And fool.
And fool, and I'm a fool too. This
Good.
is David Bruce
Two
Leonard
fools.
from the Earth Medicine Institute here with Winsom, and we are at her beautiful home. And Winsom was just showing me her altars.
Yes. African altars.
African altars, which are really impressive. Seriously, they're beautiful and intriguing, and I'm hoping you'll share them with me, as well as that green donut.
I'm initiated into many different
I bet.
aspects of different things. You've heard of Voodoo.
Uh-huh.
I'm initiated into Orisha and all of that,
Wow.
and different African ones. And basically, it's who I am, why they have to keep doing it.
Nice. Can we look at your altars?
Yeah, you can.
I would like that.
This is my is issue.
Issue.
They're different. I can bring them. I'm gonna bring them out for you.
Oh, okay.
There are two in there. I'll bring mine out. My daughter's is in there.
Oh, nice.
What? No way!
You're missing something?
He wants a drink.
Issue wants a drink.
He says, if you're bringing me out,
You're bringing me out, I want a drink. Well, there you go.
I'm not gonna light cigars now. Please don't. Issue, come on.
So, Issue likes tobacco and alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the god of the crossroads.
The god of the
Crossroads.
Crossroads. Uh-huh.
Hey, I know you've been trying to get me to open you up, and I never did. I'm doing it now. I'm not opening the more cohiba. He wants a cohiba. He just told me.
What's a cohiba? Oh, a Cuban cigar, yeah.
See what you made me do?
I take full responsibility. So tell me about how you ended up in Belize.
Well, I met this this man on the street. I was on my way to native event at a native center in Toronto, Canada, and there was this man sitting on the roadside, and as I passed, he said, an old native man, he said, I want to talk to you. Not that old, but you know, I want to talk to you.
Native as in Native American, you mean?
Native Canadian.
Native Canadian. Yeah.
And I said, yeah, American. Yeah, and I said, I don't want to, I said, I can't stop. And he said, no, I want to talk to you. I said, no. And I left. He said, I have something I have to tell you. He was so, and I can't stop. I thought he might have been drunk or wanted to ask me for change or something or stuff. And it was at night, and I was actually late. So I rushed off because I was going to see this native woman from the U.S. who was giving a talk. She's a filmmaker. Her name begins with O, can't remember it now. But anyways, she just got the Order of Canada too, actually. Anyways, I went to the meeting and I sat there. And while I was sitting there with some other friends who were native, I saw him come in the door, and I said to one of my friends, I said, do you see that man there that just came in? Is he drunk? And I said, no. And I said, he said he wants to talk to me. She said, if he wants to talk to you, go and talk to him. He's one of our greatest shaman. He's Ojibwe. And he's one of our shamans. We all wish he would want to talk to us.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And then this is homage to Yamaya. It's not her real altar, but it's homage to Yamaya.
Uh-huh.
When I need to do blessings for people or need stuff for people, That's the one I use that to put their messages. So their messages on the stones, shells, everything there.
Ah. So if you're sending information to people,
Yeah.
I see, like a communicator.
Yeah. And this is Oya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is Oya. No, I'm not. No, no. Okay, she's inside here. I'm not gonna open you. Don't worry. I'm not. She said if I open her, I have to pay. The very thing. And she is the god of the whirlwind, tornado, and she comes in and clean out everything and set your foundation right again.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the African god, and her pots are inside. That's just a holder for her. Yeah, the pots are inside there.
That's a buffalo horn?
Yeah, and she's in a native tradition. It's like buffalo woman.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Buffalo woman. Yeah, that's how you see all the fans for wind and tornadoes.
Yeah.
And this is my totem. This is
your personal totem, or?
Yeah,
or?
mine. I carved it.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the eagle on top, the mermaid, the snake. I use all those.
And the fish.
Yeah, I use all
Nice.
those in things I do, and I carved it. One day, when I was in Punta Gorda, when I said I was there for the year by myself, I carved 2 of them. When I looked on her, I never said anything. But the talk began and the talk was over. And I could still see him at the front of the thing. And I thought at the end of the meeting, I'm going to sneak out through the back.
Right, escape.
And escape, And I said to my friend Marlene, who works along with me, and I said, come on, let's go to the back. And we got to the back door, and there he was standing.
He was waiting for you. Yep.
I said, can
Trapped.
you be in 2 places at once? And so he said, I just want to talk to you for a little. And I said, only if my assistant here could come with me. And he said, yeah, she can come because she spotted the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we went, and I said, where are we going? By this time it's 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's Tim Hortons right across the road. And he said, we can go in there and talk, have a coffee. So we went in there, and we didn't leave there till 3, 4 in the morning.
Wow.
He sat there talking to us. He told me I'm going to move to a place called Belize, and a lot of stuff he told me. He told me what my clothing was going to be like, which is kind of funny because
a lot of white dresses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now I find I'm in white and like.
Winsom has a closet full of white dresses. Yeah.
And I didn't realize it at the time because I kept saying recently, why am I always in white? Every time I pick up a color to put on, I can't. And then Marley reminded me that he had said that. So we went home that morning and we looked all through everything trying to find Belize. There was no such place as Belize.
Huh?
No such place. So we said, ha.
He's making it up.
He's making it up, but we couldn't find anything. He said I'd be going there, and I wasn't to go to the ocean. I was to go to the mountains, and I would meet people, and the rest of the people will come. You're going to be the forerunner. And I thought, yeah, there's not even a place called Belize. So I went home, and that was it. We forgot about it.
So every time you do the work, you will tend to get sick?
No, if I don't do the work.
Oh, when you pull away, you'll
When I pull away and say I don't want to have anything to do with
Well, this is
this.
a bit of a double bind, isn't it?
Yeah, I get sick, really sick too,
Wow.
I've had three cancers. I've had a lot of stuff wrong with me.
Wow.
And I've had
And then you go back to
3
doing the
heart
work?
attacks. Yeah, and while I'm in that state, they tell me that I have to do the work.
Wow.
Like I remember one heart attack I was having, and I was like, I was in the hospital and I was on monitors, and I guess I had another, don't ask me what, but they all came rushing in, and my cousin was there, and apparently I could remember hearing her saying, it's okay, she's trying to heal herself, and the nurses and doctors, and I could hear them. Why is it so wet? Why is she putting off all that water? But during that period, I was going below the ocean, and they took me down, they brought me under the ocean, they talked to me, they showed me what had to be done, and when they were finished with whatever they're doing, they told me, they lifted me up, straight up. And when I woke up, my bed was swimming in water. I was soaked wet, and the doctors didn't know what. And when they did examined and did tests. Nothing was wrong with my heart. My heart was complete. And then years later, I'd just come off an art show. Years later, I'd come off an art show, and I really wanted somewhere, just a little holiday, you know, where it's quiet, all inclusive. So I went into my real estate, and everything she showed me, you know, the Caribbean was either too expensive or not to my liking and stuff. And I said, no, I want something. She said, hey, we just got some things in for a nice old thing on a place, San Pedro in Belize. I said, pardon?
Told her there's no such place.
There's no such place as Belize. She said, yeah. She said, actually, it used to be British Honduras. When he told me it was British Honduras, it hadn't changed to Belize.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
right?
And stuff, yeah. So we said we would go. We didn't even hear what the price was. I mean, to me, if it comes up like that.
So you just moved?
No.
Oh.
We came to Belize.
Visit? Yeah.
We came to Belize. We came for the holiday, and we like San Pedro. This one.
Oh, this is interesting.
I give up on cobwebs. In the old house.
Me too. How do we get on cobweb?
Spiders are considered our ancestors. So, in the African tradition.
Yeah. Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna open it, so you have to acknowledge what I'm doing.
This one is called Nana Bormi. He is that's a deity.
So you came here to visit?
I came here to visit, and in '99 I decided I was going to come and spend a year, see how I liked the place and stuff. And I went to PG, and I fell in love with PG, and I went through a whole spiritual awakening in PG. And so I came down for the year, and I did a lot of artwork that I took back with me to Canada. I went through a lot of spiritual awakening and became one with nature again, which I had lost, and I had as a child.
The staff?
It's a very old staff. It's given to different people. I'm the keeper of it right now. It's a native staff. And
How many generations has it gone through, do you know?
a lot.
A lot. Wow.
A lot. And a man came and brought it to me in Canada from a store. He had a key, and he said, I am supposed to give it to somebody, and you are the person. When I was 4, I knew when it was going to rain and stuff. Trees turned their leaves over and all kinds of stuff that happened. So I spent the year just by myself on the ocean, and the day I arrived, they had a hurricane here. Okay, I'm not saying. Anyway, so I came here. I
like the way the editor kicked in. That's good. That's very good.
I came here, and in 2004, the film festival was on, Belize Film Festival, and my film was accepted in the film festival. I make films.
Nice.
I make
And Winsom is an amazing artist too. I just looked at her studio, and
I make films, and so I came down with my film, and then I decided I'm going to stay a while, and I've been here trying to figure out why I'm here, and I spent half the year here and half the year in Canada.
Any conclusions about why you're here? Any thoughts about that?
I keep waiting. Somebody told me, well, I've been doing this last month. I've been going through some turmoil. I don't know what it is. My place is for sale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selling it because it ties me down, and I'm not to be tied down. That much I know.
I can tell.
Not much that I can tell. I found the place, and I still don't know. My mother, the day my mother died, she told me where the place was.
This place?
Yes.
Wow.
The land. It was just land. This is Obatala. It's if you want to put it to the Christian thing so you understand, it's like Jesus. It's
Okay.
like the top thing who answers prayers, and you can ask for things for healing and stuff like that.
Huh.
That's Obatala. And white is this color.
Is that why you wear white?
No, I'm not.
No.
Oh, but I'm Yamaya.
You're Yamaya?
Yeah.
And this is what you identify with, this level?
I identify with all of them, but I'm one of the people who 7 deities came when they did the divination, so I belong to all 7 of them.
Ah, got it.
But they did a whole thing to allow just 2 to take my head, and Yamaya and Shanga took my head.
Uh-huh.
So Yamaya is the goddess of ocean. My name is Omiela, which it means the covering of the ocean.
The covering of the ocean.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I moved from place to place.
Ah.
And then my mom got sick, so I went back. And while I was there, I got there. They called and they said, "Oh, you won't make it." I got it. My mother told me, I had been going back and forth, and she said,
Your mother had never been here.
no, my mother had never been here. And she said, and I'd been going back and forth because she was sick for 6 months. And I told her, "Mom, I can't keep doing this." And then she said, "Look, don't come. When it's time, I will tell you."
Oh, wow.
So we talked on the phone and stuff, but she never told me. And I got up in the morning. I had a dream of her that night, that she was in my room. And that morning I got up and she was in my room and she was sorting my clothes, and I couldn't figure. And I woke up and I jumped out of bed and said, "Is that what I'm supposed to wear?" "Oh, she's in a coma now. You won't make it. We've been trying to reach you and we haven't been able to reach you." I said, "You never phoned?" And they said, "Well, your phone wouldn't go through." So at that time we didn't have good phone services.
Yeah.
And so I said, "I'm coming." And so I went into town, talked to the travel agent. I had my bag with me and everything. They got me on a plane got me on a plane, got me a ticket, got me on a plane. They got me to Belize City. I got on a plane and flew in. And the only way I could go was North Carolina, which was way out of the way, I thought, to get there. I got to where my mom was, and then my daughter and my niece was at the airport to meet me, and they said, "Well, I don't think you'll make it. She has sunk. The ministers there, the priest is there, and my dad, everybody's there." My daughter had flown in too, but they'd reached her, and she was there. So anyways, I said, "Oh, she's waiting for me." And I walked her. She's not going to go anywhere. She told me she would wait on.
Dare.
She would. Yeah, I said she's not going to go, and I told her that's the last promise she made to me. She never kept her other promises, so she has to keep this
the
one.
last one.
And so I walked in, and I got into the room. I bent over to her, and I said, "Mom, it's me, Winsom. I'm here." And she opened her eyes and she spoke, and she said, "Winsom," and she put up her hand and she touched my face, she touched my lips. I remember her hand going across my face, and she smiled and she closed her eyes and she died.
Oh my God, that's wonderful, sad, and God.
Yeah, that's the deep part of the ocean.
Got it.
And this is the lighter side of the ocean. Yeah. And I'm always afraid of the deep part of the ocean. That's my home. And that's, I could go down there. And then this is Shanga. And Shanga is lightning and fire. And he has the twins, and those are the twins. And different things, and the sword, and he's a warrior.
So it's like Mars, or the Mars energy, fiery.
And the pots in there have their stones and stuff. And then the next one is Oshun. She's a goddess of love, the rivers, and goddess of love. And she can be very sweet, very nice, but she can also take you to task if she wants.
Does she have jealousy?
Yeah, she can take you to task.
So this is white, blue, red, yellow, the colors?
Yeah, and over here is Arula.
Arula.
Yeah. He's like the person you ask permission to do everything
Ah,
before you do it, ruler.
uh-huh.
And he rules with a strong hand. And that's Babalue. He's in charge of diseases and sicknesses and stuff.
So that would be where a healer would go?
You use that, and you use all of them. It depends. You got to read the person, know what they need, and use them all.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't. Yeah. And that night I was sleeping in the living room because the place was packed with all of us had come home. I was sitting in the living room on the couch. My daughter was next to me, and my daughter, I heard her in her sleep. Grandma, why are you saying that? And she said, Landers. Oh, I had a dream. My mom was showing me a place. I had been dreaming that my mom was showing me a place. This is where you should go. And I said, Mom, how will I know it? It looks like any other place. And then I woke up and my daughter was having a dream. And she was saying, Grandma, don't be silly. Land doesn't flow backwards. And I said, that's my clue. Right away I knew it was an answer to my question of how I'll know where the place was. And so we did and we woke up and got up because the first morning after my mom had died. And then we had lots to do. Mr. Smith said he could show us the land because this land, because we'd asked about it. He said he could show us the land because the government said yes, he could survey it off the rest of the property, the thing. And I said, yeah, and I said, tell Mr. Smith not to do anything as soon as the funeral will be the next day, because everything was set, because she'd been sick for 6 months. I'll be back and he can show it to us. And I said, if you can make an appointment for after that date, make it, because he's a hard person to get to show. And then we went, and then I hung up, and my friend in New York phoned me and said, Winsom, I found the land for you. She said, an old lady came and was flying me over. It's near a village. I can see the village. I can see everything. And it's on a hill. There's a hill smack in the center of it. And she showed it, and she said, this is your land. I said, Aisha, my mom just died. She said, oh, I'm sorry. But I think it's your mother who just... I went right back. Anyways, we did, so after the funeral, I came home 2 days later, and I got in at the airport. So I called him, and he said, I'm actually free. I can take you and show you now. And he came and he showed us, and as he was walking down the side, he got just halfway down, and he said, because this was all bush, yeah. He said, oh, you'll notice the land flows backwards.
No way. He said that?
Mm-hmm. And I said, what do you mean the land flows backwards? He said, I don't know what that means. I don't even know where that came from.
That's wonderful.
He said, I don't know. And I said, I'll take it. And she comes in and clean out everything and set your foundation right again.
Nice.